Next stop, Cypress Pass.
Watch me now, feel the groove into something that'll make you move. Here we come on the run. Don't know what we're running from. Day and night, black or white, let it see. You gotta do your thing. You gotta do your thing. Do it right. Dynamite. We have fun, but it's just begun. 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 It's just begun.
Yo, yo, yo,
You,
what's up? What's up,
what's
everybody?
good, people? What's up, peoples?
Welcome to our show. For those that are
Welcome
new,
back.
thank you for coming. Those that have been here,
Welcome back.
welcome back, as one to say. What's up, Blum? What's going on with you?
What's good, Bree? Ain't nothing here. Just chilling. Life in general is going on.
Is it
Can't
going
stop
on
it.
good?
Can't stop it. Yeah, it's good.
You
It's
can't
good.
stop it.
Can't
That's true.
complain.
All right.
Can't complain. Can't complain. And if
Well,
I did,
you
nobody will
can't
listen
complain.
anyway. So.
Exactly. All right. So again, thanks everybody for joining us. We are live today, not only on our regular YouTube channel, but also on Facebook because we were supposed to have a guest today. As those of you that follow us know, that whenever we have a guest, we will go live on our Facebook channels at the same time as our YouTube channel. Otherwise, we just stick to our YouTube. So if you're here the first time, please go follow, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, to Trends and Misfits. Thank you very much. We were supposed to have Mr. Robert Whitaker. He was going to talk about the contract demands, bring us some news about I guess something was going on today. He was going to fill us in on it, but at the last minute, actually like 5 minutes before we went live, he said he couldn't because he's still working, so he didn't get the time that he thought he was going to get to be able to join us. But he'll probably join us next week if he has more information. Um, but about the demands, I just real quick, I'll just touch on something blunt, and you're just gonna bug out with this. So we spoke about the demands that the local has, right? A big long list of things that they're asking for MTA for a new contract. Well, MTA has these long lists also that they have that they don't want to give us or want to change. One of those things, if I remember well, is right now we're paying 2% into our health insurance. They want to make it 4. They want us to pay 4% into our insurance. Another thing they want to do is cancel night diff, the times. Right now, we have night diff that starts at 6 p.m. Friday to Monday, 5:59 a.m. So now it's not going to be like that, or that what they want to do. It would be on a daily thing, and and we get OT after every 8 hours. They want to make it after every 40 hours. So that's another thing. And on top of changing the night diff, instead of making it from 6 p.m. as we've had it for a while now, from 6 p.m. to 5:59, they want to drop it to start at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. to 5:59 in the morning. So that's some of the changes that MTA is saying that they want to, they want to not give us. And I'm really hoping that our those people that we voted in, how do you call them? You don't like to call them leaders,
They're, they're elected officials.
the elected officials. I'm hoping that they will not stand down and let that go through, because that's just BS. You know, there's a few other things that they're trying to take also on the subways and stuff like that, but we could speak on that maybe next week. I don't have all the demands. I had them. I didn't get a chance to print them out or anything, so maybe next week we have Mr. Whitaker talk about that. Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, that sucks big
You
time.
know, everybody trying to make that extra dollar with the overtime, and they just want to make us work even harder to make the extra buck. And
Trying to make ends meet with the
yeah,
overtime, and they trying to take that away. That's
and
crazy.
then we have all these coworkers that are out there, pretty much helping them out by pushing on the schedule to make sure they're running on time, make sure. And they don't understand that you got to pick your side. Yeah, that's our, what do you call it, our employer. But if we're not being treated fairly, why would you want to do things, first of all, that goes against the rules? Number one. Number two, things that could get you into trouble, because there's speeding involved in that when you're trying to make that paddle. Chances of getting into accidents, you know um and what we got to do is we really got to stick to it and do things by the book. um
This is a culmination of the last couple of years of having these newspaper outlets and news reporters reporting on very few, because it's not a lot, the very few individuals that accumulated hundreds of thousands of dollars in overtime. So because those few, and some of them not even legally,
mhm.
accumulated that much wealth in doing the overtime, so now they're targeting overtime because it's hitting them in their pockets and they don't like it. So that's why you see them saying, you see them focusing on that overtime. It's sad because the majority of the workers don't bring in six figures. The majority of workers barely are still working paycheck to paycheck. But you
Yep.
got a few that were reported that's making over 150K or more. What the? Hello?
Yeah.
Why the hell my screen just went black? Oh,
Oh,
what
you're
the hell's
still
going
on
on?
though. You're still
Yeah,
on.
my screen just went blank, son. Anyway, um, my screen just went blank twice. Anyway,
Like it shut
uh,
down, like when the computer shuts down, yeah, it almost closed on me. I had to tap real quick. I
yeah,
know,
like,
maybe this is the
what's going on?
program. The
Yeah, like
program
what's
probably
going on?
doesn't show that it's on, that it's working.
Yes, yeah, we on the air, guys. What the hell? What the hell, StreamYard? What's going on, man?
Exactly. Yeah, it almost
Anyway,
happened. I was like, why is that happening? That never
yeah,
happens.
it just shut up. People, I'm like, what? Am I still on? Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, so that's what's happening now. So now that those people now they got hurt, now they got publicly outed. It's like, oh, we got to fix this. We can't let them do this. And so now now everybody else has to pay. And that's how it is. When one person does something wrong, and excuse my language, well, we've been on the air for a little while, right?
Yeah, yeah, we're
Right?
good.
So one person fucks it up for the rest of everybody else. Always like that. Was that one person? So now you had those dispatchers or operators that were illegally tallying up overtime, you know, uh, on the clock while they shopping or stuff like that. Where they not supposed to be on the clock. I'm not just talking operators. Some of these were dispatchers that got caught doing this.
Mhm.
Uh, Allegedly, one was caught up in upstate somewhere. Was that famous mall up there? Um,
You
I
got
forgot.
me.
There's one that's like right upstate. That
A famous mall upstate.
yeah, he's supposed to be on the clock and he's up there shopping. It's like, oh,
The Commons, something Commons.
Woodbury
Very
Commons.
common. There
He's
you
up
go.
in Woodbury shopping. So now, Transit's gonna lock down on that. Oh, what's up, Lourdes? Long time no see. Oh,
Who
so it
that?
happens out there in Arizona,
Woodbury.
Lourdes. Lourdes said it happens out there. So now, yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I
only
guess
getting Facebook user. I don't know how you get the name.
no, because I got my phone on.
Oh, on the phone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? Welcome. Yeah, so I mean, and there's these rules that we're supposed to follow, which it's probably get a lot of hate for that shit. But the fact is, one bus, we're not supposed to pass each other. How many of us are always complaining? Oh, I'm over here running late. This guy won't pass me, won't help me. We ain't supposed to pass each other, unless you're picking up a wheelchair, you broke down. But anyway, not bringing. I'm not talking about
No,
that no
but
more.
no, but that's I mean, it's common sense though with that situation because if your leader is packed and he's on your time, I don't see no problem in passing him.
Right, but you're not supposed to. That's one
Uh,
of our rules is do not
yeah,
pass another bus, and not two buses on the same bus stop
not
unless
two buses the
there's
same bus
wide
stop. I
enough that
get
we could
that,
put two.
and
Yeah,
that shouldn't be wide enough anymore because now they got already two buses and
yeah,
one.
yeah.
But
But the
yeah,
whole thing
I
is that
never.
we're screwing ourselves out there for a company that doesn't look at us as as important. And I was just in a class, we had that 19A class. We were supposed to go to a depot and watch videos and stuff like that. And they played this video where it shows like MTA really looks at us as we're special and we are
That's
the
a crock.
professionals. And
That's a
I'm like,
crock.
yeah, I said that. Don't be
That might
telling
have
us
been
that.
back in the days,
Yeah,
but not
there's some new
anymore.
videos though. There's some new videos that were made,
Oh, yeah,
and I'm
that's
like,
a crock.
it's not. If it was, that you wouldn't be trying to take stuff away from us on contract. You would try to look out for us. That's where I see it.
Well, no,
Now
no.
they're
I
trying to
mean,
bring back the jackets, the safety
if
jackets. They're talking about
if
bringing
you're
that
looking
back.
at it, if you're looking at it from an employee standpoint, yeah, you would feel like that. But as if you own the company, you do exactly what they're doing. They're not doing anything out of the ordinary. Company always looks out for the bottom line. Period.
Well, I mean, I've had other jobs prior to this one, and I was pretty much what do you call it? I was taken care of. I was
Yeah,
respected
I mean,
at many other
I I
jobs.
I I was too in my private
Yeah.
when I was in the private sector. It was a little different, but this is a big company. Transit is huge, and when it gets the bigger the company, the less important. Well, I mean, the less important it seems that the employee is because there's so many other people that's bidding for your job that they
Hmm.
feel like they don't have to necessarily cater to you. They might do a thing here or there, but at the end of the day, they be like, if you don't like what you do, you can leave. Because
It was my
the
screen
minute
again.
you leave, The minute you leave, somebody else is gonna take your place. It takes 2 seconds.
Yep.
John, you just put in your papers, huh? Well, congratulations. Hope your retirement is uh very fruitful for you.
No, I think he says that he would just hand his papers,
Yeah.
or he's handing them
Oh,
in.
oh,
He
you
says,
just you just.
I'll
Oh, I
just
thought you.
hand in
Yeah,
my papers."
I misread that. Yeah, reading is fundamental. Sorry, guys.
So, but with that,
Oh,
let's just,
Ronnie says the bulletin is you can pass a bus, but you got to beat the horn twice, right? I
no,
remember I remember I
I mean
remember
that's from
reading
day
that.
one. From day one, they tell
Yeah,
us
I
about you
remember that.
pass the bus, honk the bus twice. But this is about like pulling up in front of a bus at a bus stop. Like, don't block another bus. And a lot of people do that. Like, you're running late and you're trying to pull out, and here comes this bus and blocks you. But you don't like when cars do that to us. You don't like when we get school buses or whatever block us in, and we're all pissed off on you. But yet we're doing it to each other. If there's no room, you're not supposed to pull into the bus stop, and here they come and they block you in, and now it's like, whatever, man. What I do now
Oh,
is like, yo, you want to take my time? Go ahead, take my time, whatever.
one of the things that I used to hate as an operator, it was two things actually. One was um, when the operator would drastically angle the bus. Now, I understand sometimes you can't really get in all the way, and so
Mhm.
your rear might stick out a little bit. But I've seen people like literally do it on purpose to block the intersection, and it's like, dude, you're gonna cause an accident that way, you know. And the other thing that I hated was when operators would pull out without signaling.
They're still being done.
It's like I mean, that's they train you that even before you get to Zariga that you got to sing. You know, you're using your left foot. It's like how hard is that to sing? Why would you pull out like that? And these the motorists when they see the bus coming out, I get, don't get me wrong, I get the mentality of it because a lot of the times when motorists see the signal, that's their cue to speed up. I get it, I
Hmm.
get it, but pulling out without putting the signals on is not the answer because you're the only one who's going to get in trouble there. You know, so just put the signal on and do your aggressive what they call it, aggressive oh man.
Well, they don't want us being aggressive.
No, it's a term that they use. I think it's passive aggressive merging or something like this. Passive aggressive. It's like you're kind of bullying your way in, but you're calling people's bluff to see who's
Mm.
going to slow down. So you kind of like, and then when that person goes, what? That's the way you go. Yeah, you go. Okay, that's when you pull out. Yeah, you fell for it, you sucker. You know, because
Old school
you're not
talk
gonna,
right
yeah.
there.
You're not gonna go. You're not gonna actually do it, but you're just gonna call a bluff on it. You know, I remember when I was doing the B9. I might have told this story. It was some time ago. I was doing the B9 and I was pulling out. You know, it's a like a turn, a real half a U turn to get out to go straight on Flatbush. And I remember putting my signal on, and the lady she had to be about 2-3 blocks away. And I see her, but I'm like, hey, there's nobody else out here at night. So I put my signal on, I'm pulling out slowly, still doing my little passive aggressive driving. And I hear the engine. I'm like, what is she doing? Like, and then she comes, is enough lanes for her to go around. She goes around, comes in front of me, and then stops. And then gets out the car and starts screaming at me. You mother effer, you saw me coming down there, and I'm like, she's like, I'm not moving. I'm gonna call the cops. I'm like, call the cops, like whatever. Cops came. She literally called the cops, and they came. Luckily, it didn't take
You
too
kidding
long.
me? Really?
Cops came, and they're like, "What's the problem here?" And I'm like, "Yo, she's mad because I was pulling out the bus stop, and she wanted to get in front of me, so now she's blocking me." Dude, they almost put her ass in cuffs.
Oh, shit. She had
It
nothing
was
to
like,
say.
no, she's trying to say that I aggressively pulled out and I cut her off and that and third. They was like, you cannot hold the city bus from doing its operations. So we could give you a ticket right now for the. They were yelling at her. They said, "Get in your goddamn car. Get." This was me in the window. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Margaret? How's it going, Margaret? Well, shout out to Rodney Prophet, Margaret. Tell your husband we said what up, Mr. Coleman. Troublemaker, Mr. Coleman. John, Connie. Isn't John the John's not that's not the drummer guy, right?
John. Well, I don't see
John
the name. John what? What does it say?
John Carney.
No.
Johnny, that's not the drummer guy. That's not drummer John. Okay, what up, John? I know John. I know that John is the he can't stand the union guy. I know that. That's what I he can't stand the union guy. But I know he has his reasons though. Everybody usually has their reasons when they can't stand it.
So
Well, here's a
anyway.
question for John. John, how do you feel about the new elected officials that are in your service right now? Let me know. Matter of fact, for everybody, how do you guys feel if you had to grade the newly elected officials, what would you give them from A, B, C, D, E, F? Put it in the comments. Go ahead, Mr. Pete. Pete.
Yeah, we want to toss this real quick. We've been talking about the ABA for transit workers for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that it was on the demands also. And I don't know, it seems like we're coming to a brick wall right now with this.
Mm-hmm.
We need more of you to actually help us out by signing the petition. We have I just checked before, and we got more since the last show.
Oh, we
We
did.
talked about it.
Nice.
Yeah, we're at
Very good.
514. We were
Very good.
514. We were at four change, something like that. So we
Mm-hmm.
jumped up to 514. So I want to thank everybody that has been signing this petition. Please, what we're trying to do is to get transit to add ABA services for children on the spectrum. Those are children that have autism, because it is they call it applied behavioral analysis. All right, it's a
Mm-hmm.
kind of therapy and rehabilitation. It's very good for a lot of children on the spectrum. um, ABA helps with these things right there. Some of the things that it helps them communicate more effectively. If you know someone that has a child with autism, you probably wouldn't know about this stuff. Acquire key
Mm-hmm.
life skills.
Mm-hmm.
You can manage emotions better. They learn to socialize and make friends, which it's one of the issues that we had with our little boy who's about to turn 13 next month. Um, it also let go of harmful behaviors, like self-injury. A lot of children on the spectrum, they be like start hitting their heads against the wall, stuff like that, and
Yeah. Injuring them,
yeah,
injuring themselves. And those are. Could you put that back up because those
sure.
are
Some
those. I
of the big
mean,
ones.
honestly, I feel like you don't need to have ABA for that. You like. I think that should be regularly taught. More communicate more effectively. But I understand that some of
The
them don't really
professionals that
speak.
they have for this, they're like
Mhm.
the qualifications that they have to teach these things to the kids
Some
is
of those
just
things
like over the top.
apply to us regular folk.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, but I mean,
There
even
are
more
regular
so with
folks
them.
out there that probably go check that and find out that they are
Yeah, I don't know.
autism.
I might have. Please don't come after me because I'm ABA phobic or whatever. I might because I said that
Maybe a
they're not
phobic.
regular. They're not regular folk when they are regular folk. You gotta.
Mm.
It's like you
They're
gotta have
wired
a
differently. That's what it is. The people on the
yeah, but
spectrum are wired differently.
nowadays you can't say certain things because it's just gonna come off as some kind of phobic. So because I said that they're not normal, they're probably gonna label me as being ABA phobic or
Listen,
whatever the hell,
I have a
spectrum
child. I
phobic.
have a child, and yeah, it's not. They don't act as normal as other kids would. They're just wired differently. But
And it's
they
growing.
need this help. Oh
That
yeah,
ABA, the spectrum listen is growing every day. There's somebody new that's born on the spectrum.
right. So,
Um,
so now with this whole thing with the contract demands and us pushing on it. We really wish to get your help. Please share. Go to that right there, change.org, and look for ABA for transit workers and just sign it. That's all we're asking.
So all
Just
we
sign it.
action right now is just sign it. We have a big plan for that. We do, but we need you guys help to get that
Unless
through.
the local gets it done because they put it in as one of the demands. So if they get it done, awesome. If not, we have plans to push it. We could push
Yeah,
their hand.
we're not relying on the local.
Yeah, but we could push their
It would
hand to get it done.
help. It wouldn't hurt if the local would jump in on this.
Exactly.
I don't even care if they label it as their own idea. I really don't care as long as it gets done.
And
You
for
know,
my son right now, the truth is it's late for that. He would not qualify for ABA because of his age. So they have to do different things now. They have to just work with him a different way, which it would have been so much better had they been getting it when he was much younger, but whatever, we'll get there. But anyway, throw the spot, and then we got a little another. Anyway, watch this real quick.
private message. But yeah,
For me,
yeah, yeah. Yo, them shirts look dope, man. I have, I have.
yeah, you went left, bro. I'm expecting something else. So anyway, oh god, but listen, you c- private joke, folks. Private joke.
I
Yeah,
never anyway,
yeah.
that shirt is dope.
While this was playing, he's giving me some sign language and stuff. I don't understand what he's showing. Then I see what he's talking about. It's like I thought it was about what we were just talking about. He just
It
went left.
was.
He just left me like what?
It wasn't about that. You
Oh, oh,
somebody sent you a question. Yeah.
oh, yeah. But yeah. See, you want to help us out. Get that shirt. Get the shirt, wear it. If you're a transfer worker, wear it, show it off out there. Let people know, ABA for transfer workers. There's a big percentage of transfer workers that have children on the spectrum. We're just trying to get the word out there. We're just trying to get the help that they need. It should be part of our health plan. And
I
please,
said,
just because it doesn't affect you, it affects a lot of other people on transit. So we're asking for you to please sign the petition, share out the petition, and if you have a moment, get one of these shirts, wear it when you're out there. People are gonna, yo, what does that mean, transit? And let them know. Listen,
yeah,
trying to get the petition going for kids that have autism that their parents work in transit so they could get this this healthcare.
Right.
Help
And
us out.
it's for the future. It's for the future, because more and more, excuse me, more and more children are being born on the spectrum. And, like you said earlier, a lot of people don't get involved until they're involved. They get personally involved.
Yeah.
But you have a chance right now to start something big for not just for transit, but for transit workers and their children. And it could really, really, really help out. I mean, it's really something that's huge, and it needs to be done. But we have to come together and do it. And that's the t-shirts at the Two Transit Misfits, right? The Gmail.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
or is that just
Two
the email?
transmisfit at gmail.com. You have it in there, I believe.
Uh, so-
Yeah, go in there and
What up,
um
Danielle?
Blunt, what was I gonna ask you? Oh, who is this that went left with a question? Who's asking me if I'm staying all 25 years? Because I just see
That's
Facebook people.
John. John.
John, yeah, well,
John, you got to give StreamYard or Facebook permission if you
yeah,
want your name to be shown.
yeah. So
And
everybody
anybody,
could see it.
if you want your name to be shown, you gotta give the app permission to show your
Do
name
I
and
have it? Do I
user
have it on
profile.
here? I think I took it off.
I mean, it's showing me on, but I have my phone on the side with Facebook open. But on this app, it just shows Facebook user.
Yeah.
So you got to give StreamYard permission.
So I was the same. Where was I going with this? Yeah, I'm gonna ask if we could get Miss Lopez back on and see how is it going
How is she
with her
doing? Have
child.
you have
No,
you
I haven't
spoken to
since
her
the last
since?
time I said we were gonna plan on doing it. She goes, yeah, she was
We
all
got to
down
reach
for
out
it.
to her.
Just had to let
Shout
no,
out to her. How you doing, Miss
gotta
Lopez?
shout
It's
out
been a
to her
minute. Give you a
and
shout out.
find
See
out.
how's everything going with her. Yeah,
Hmm.
you have to keep in touch.
Definitely.
That was.
Maybe we could have
If
her
you
on
guys
the next show.
don't know who we're talking about, you could go to our YouTube page and you'll see ABA Transit ABA. You'll see Miss Lopez with her and her son
It was the
on
first
the
time we
on the
met her here,
thumbnail.
interviewed her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anybody else who may have a child on the spectrum, you want to talk about it, hit us up at twotransit@gmail.com. Let us know what your experience is as an operator bringing up your child, because she was telling us about her experience, and it's not easy. She's a single parent with a child on the spectrum.
Especially, yeah. And I don't think it was the only one, right? I don't think it was the only one, or was it her only one? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know if
But
it's the
she had
only
more
one
than
though.
one.
Well,
But
for people to understand, the first year in transit is like hell. It's almost like boot camp, man. You're so stressed out, and you just you're working all over the place. Your time schedule is completely off. It's I was very,
yeah, I'm
very
definitely gonna give her a
lucky.
call, see if she could come next week. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm interested to
I
see
was
how she's doing.
I was very, very lucky to have a family member that was available to watch my child, because both me and my ex were both working for transit at the time, and at the beginning, those hours were crazy. It's crazy, especially when you have a baby or a small
We're
child.
both working for transit.
Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. So I was very lucky to have a family member that was able to watch my child at those weird hours. And I mean, sometimes we had to just leave her there for a couple of days because it was just impossible for both of us to pick her up and do what your normal child taking care of duties. It was just crazy. I was very lucky for that, and the result of that is that her and her aunt is really close. So I didn't mind that at all. Family members to be involved with everything. So yep.
Um, what do you think if we bring Blunstranamas? He's been a while. Is he around? Do you think we could bring Mr. Blunstranamas? I got some questions to ask Mr. Blunstranamas.
Mhm. Yeah, he's acting up, but he want to come. He say he'll do it.
You're gonna put
So why you bought him? Just
a
answer.
quick promo, folks. We're gonna be back with Blunstranamas. Remember that if you want to ask your relationship questions, you could send them to the real Brooklyn Pete at gmail.com. That's the real Brooklyn Pete at gmail.com. Your name will not be obviously not put out there on the question. We'll just ask the question and have Mr. Blunstranamas answer it. Coming back right after this. All right. Without further ado, Mr. Blunstradamus.
What's good, Brooklyn Pete? How we
How
doing,
you
ladies?
doing? How you doing, bro? You got
All
to
right,
take
all right.
that little banner out of there. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. So, Mr. Blunstradamus, it's been a while since we had you in the show. Then again, it's been a couple of weeks that we didn't show up either. But good to have you back.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It's good to be
Uh,
back. Good to be back.
so we have two questions for you today,
Oh,
and
very good, very good.
let's get right into it.
Shoot.
Where is it? Okay, number one, I love my boyfriend to death, but whenever we get intimate, I notice that he has a cringy odor on his genitals. As a man, how would you want to be told? I don't want to lose him, so I don't want to embarrass him. Or should I say, stop going down and tell him when he questions me about it? Oh, so I don't want to embarrass him. Should I stop going down on him or tell him when he questions me about it?
No, you have to tell him straight up. If you care for him, like you say, like I guess I feel like you say you do, you tell him straight up. You don't. I mean,
Straight up, I'll tell
you
him.
don't tell him in public or anything like that.
Oof.
You pull him to the side and you say, "Listen, babe, your shit is funky." And he should right away. He's already embarrassing himself. So don't worry about you embarrassing him. He's already embarrassing himself because he should know how to wash his ass. And if you have to show him, then you show him how to wash his ass and his nuts. He can't not um, ignore the nuts, especially when it's hot outside. He should be washing his nuts at minimum twice a day because of the sweat, and that stuff stinks if you don't wash it. So, or you could just cuddle him, scrape the back of his balls, and then take your fingers and put them in his fucking nose. Either way, you have to let him know. Don't hold back. Let him know. He should be embarrassed enough to make sure that whenever, even, and this is the minimum, after you tell him, I can guarantee you that if he knows you're coming over, he's going to wash his ass. Extra careful. So, yep, let him know. Don't worry about you embarrassing him. He's already embarrassing himself. But just be gentle. That's all. A lot of men don't. A lot of men don't understand that they give off an odor, unpleasant odor, because you know that there is a such thing as being nose blind. It happens, and all it takes is for you to say, "Babe, you're a little funky. You might want to take care of that, please." Like you can even say, "I'm not giving you." You can even hold off the head, be like, "I'm not giving you no more guap 2000 until
No more.
until you take care of that. No guap 2000 until you take care of it." It's a couple of ways to handle it. Just be gentle, but don't treat him like a child. He's a grown man. Let him know.
There you go.
Oh,
All right, good. That was a very, very distinct response from Mr. Ponce. We have another one. Okay, for for second and last question. My boyfriend and I have been together for 5 years. We have an amazing sex life, though it's been close to 13 months since we had sex. Yet our relationship is still great. Should I be worried is if he's getting it somewhere else?
That whole question is a contradiction in itself.
It seemed that way, didn't
It's they've been together for how long? 5 years?
it? 5 years.
5 years. And they had a great relationship and they had an amazing sex life.
To guess they're talking about going on the 6th year where they've been haven't
And
had anything for 13
for,
months.
for a whole year you haven't had any sex at all. Something ain't right. Something smells fishy in Denmark. He fucking somebody else.
Ooh.
And unfortunately, darling, it seems to me that the sex isn't as good as you think it is. At least not for him. If he hasn't laid pipe in you in a year, a year for a man is an eternity. I mean, we could probably go 2 days and we blue balls. So 1 year and he ain't laid pipe in you. He's laying pipe somewhere else. So yeah, I would be very worried. And I would straight ask him if it's just something that you're not doing right. Because
Straight up now, tell me.
if you care for this guy, why the hell my screen going? Hey, yo, what's going on with your screen, man? Anyway, um, if you care for the guy and you plan on being with him, then those are the kind of intimate conversations that you have to have. You have to, I would be very worried if I didn't.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, I would be very worried if my girl didn't give me none in a year. No, that's not happening. That's it went from great to the absolute worst in a matter of 13 months. I mean, seriously, you this is the delusions that sometimes people have when in relationships. You know, when they're in love, it blinds them to the reality of life. You know, so something ain't right. Something is fishy in Denmark. He's fucking somebody else. He might be just jerking off, but either way, you're not doing something right if he ain't coming to you for it. Other than that, I guess is a good. You might just be good friends. Let it go. But find out now before it's too late.
That's it. I just wanted to write something real quick here for you, Mr. Blanchronamus. To Brooklyn P. He could have done this while you were talking, but I didn't. So yeah. So guys, um, send your questions if you have any relationship questions. Send them to the real Brooklyn Pete at gmail.com, or we'll ask Mr. Blanchronamus when he joins us with his wonderful presence in our show. So we'll throw the questions at him, and he'll give you, his what do you call it? Professional, his professional outlook, his professional response to your questions, relationship questions. So with that said, thank you, Mr. Blanchronamus, for having joined us tonight. It's been a while. We hope to see you more often of you.
Very good, sir.
And
Later,
with that,
guys.
we bid you goodbye, and get Blunt to get back out there. We'll be back right after this, folks. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Didn't I play that already?
Mm,
I believe I played that already. I played
I
that
don't
already.
think so. Not today.
No? It
No.
was just before you came on.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So folks, go check out merch. We're gonna get shut down. Go check out our merch. Go help us out. As two trans misfits at Gmail, two trans misfits at gmail.com. Go check out our merch. And help us grow our channel. All right. Two times the misfits at Gmail.
.com. .com. Yeah, I gotta put some more stuff up there.
Okay, okay.
Work on some more
Yeah, I played that.
material
I
for that.
was gonna play was a YouTube promo, but I threw that in there by accident. But yeah, thanks again, folks. That was Mr. Blunstradamus. What else we got?
What up, Craven? Chris Craven.
Oh, Chris Craven's in the house. Chris, you got to say, well, a little too late now. Maybe for next
For
week if we
next week.
yeah,
Yeah. Clip.
send us that promo. Put it, blow it up.
I gotta make
Blunt.
it out there
Before we go,
before next week.
I got this real strange story, coming at us from Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Let me get my facts here straight, real quick. Here we go.
Tennessee.
Yeah. So
Tennessee.
imagine, if you will, you are staying in a hotel, nice hotel, it's a Hilton hotel for that, nice Hilton hotel, right? And you go to bed, close your door, and having a nice little sleep, and then you wake up around 5 in the morning, and you wake up to see the hotel manager sucking on your toes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, that's exactly what happened at this Tennessee. I say Tennessee. I'm sorry. Yeah, Nashville. This Hilton hotel. The guest went to bed, woke up about 5 in the morning to find this man, Mr. David Neal, 52, manager of the hotel, sucking on his toes. On the man that was in bed, he was sucking on his toes. Let that sink in for a little bit. You're sleeping, you wake
No,
up.
I don't want it to sink in at all. Like, really? What is
Yep.
wrong with people?
David Neal was arrested by Metro Nashville police for aggravated burglary, and assault
burglary.
after the incident. Yeah.
Is that considered sexual assault?
It could be, for sure, for sure. He woke up early. It was just happened in March 30th, and this is what he says: I instantly jumped up and was screaming. Went into sort of fact-finding mode, like, "Who are you? Why are you in my room? What are you doing here?" He said. It was almost like a dream, a sort of nightmare. It just didn't make sense. Why is this person touching me? You know what? This guy David Neal, what his response was? He thought he smelled fire in the room, so he went into the room to make sure that the guest was okay. Now, all after all this happened, none of the guests said that they smelled fire. There was nothing was reported to the front desk. Nothing. Nobody knew nothing about any fire going on. Why did he do this?
Was he sick in the head?
So this is just to bring little attention to those doors, folks, in hotels. Obviously he didn't put the latch.
Obviously.
He didn't put the
Obviously, he
latch.
didn't put the latch. He should always put the latch in. Or, I mean, if you don't feel comfortable with that, you prop a chair.
Yeah,
Prop a chair under the doorknob.
yeah.
You know, any place where they have access to your room without your consent, you need to find a way to keep that door locked when you're in there.
And the thing is that this man David Neal had been in the guest room prior that day. Supposedly, he was checking for a faulty television the day before. So it's like, I guess he said, "We got to check something on the TV." He noticed who it was. He was able to make a copy of the key, or he had copies to the lock. I guess he kind of searched the area, know that he was by himself, and it was just the perfect crime. I guess he thought sneaking into the man's room.
He didn't kick him in the face. I mean,
Dude, you wake up, you open your eyes, and that's going on. You so, I don't know. You probably shocked. You're
I'm
shocked.
kicking him in his fucking nose. You kidding me?
He
I
probably
will whip it. That wouldn't have been his mugshot with me. I'm sorry.
He was
His mugshot would have
arrested.
been
He was
terrible.
arrested.
They'd have had to
And
arrest me.
he was jailed on a $27,000 bond. But
They
listen,
would have had to arrest me.
exactly. I was gonna ask you, like, what would you have done? You wake up and you see that.
They would have had to arrest me. I'm sorry. I would have
I
beat
was
that
just
man.
checking to make sure there was. I smell smoke in your room, sir. What you trying
Yeah.
to blow the fire out?
But by sucking on my toes, it has like
Yeah. When I start thinking is, what if if that's where he ended? What if he started somewhere else while the guest was sleeping, and it's just that's when he woke up.
that's
Sick.
crazy.
Listen, they have these things on Amazon, folks, and I'm telling you because we may be planning on going away on one of my vacation weeks coming up, and I saw it in Amazon. This is like little latch, and I actually saw it on TikTok. It's like red. It's like a little latch that you put in a hotel room. It goes in between the door and the lock, and it makes it pretty much impossible for anybody, even if they have the key, to come into your room. It's kind of a safer way to you feel safer in your room because even those little latches, those of you that have seen, there is ways around those little latches
Yeah,
to
but
be able to pop them
if
out.
somebody's trying to get into your room, that latches should alert you to it.
Yeah, but then again, who knows if this guest was sleeping? If he's such a heavy sleeper that I mean, come on, he didn't notice. He didn't notice the man come to the door. He didn't notice him moving his blanket or something to get to his feet. So there may be some people that are just very, very heavy sleepers. If you're one of them and you like the vacation, you might want to
Not
invest
me.
in one of those hotel locks. You can find it on Amazon.
Only place
Hotel
I sleep heavy is in
safety
my
lock or
home.
something. Something hotel safety lock, I think it is. It's mad cheap. It's like maybe like $17. It's definitely worth it to have if you're going away anywhere, you know, just for your safety. Because this could have turned out even uglier. This could have been a female guest. It could have turned out really ugly. So,
Yeah, I've
you
been
know,
seeing that Timu app everywhere. Like I don't want to join it, but I see that Timu app everywhere. A
a
lot of cheap
friend,
shit.
a friend, Gloria says there'd be no saving him.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's crazy. But it's a man doing it to another man. Like this world we in,
No,
this world we in sucks. There's a lot of people that need help. Mm-mm.
for sure. So, just be mindful, folks. After seeing that, I was like,
Oof.
yeah, I'm getting that lock. Just get that lock, because you never know.
Jeez, Lord,
Well, what you said?
I
Oh,
thought I was bad.
mm,
Woo. Yeah. And I don't
damn.
know, like, would you be charged with a crime at that point? Because he broke into your room and he violated you.
I mean, where she lives,
If
you
you
have you got the license
if
for it,
right, if your
carry, so you'll be
papers are in
good.
order, if all your papers in order, I don't think you would be charged at that. I guess it would depend on how many you put in them.
And where, what state,
Well, I
depending on
mean, at
the
that
laws.
point, there's only one place you can put it because if he's sucking on your toes, you gotta hit him somewhere in the head.
Around the dome. I said, yeah.
Mhm.
Watch you
But
don't miss and take your toe off.
if you empty in them and then reload and empty again, then you might, you
Different
might get
story.
charged with something at that point. Like, well, if you hit them one time and okay, I guess that'll work. That should be okay. That should be self defense.
Yep. And she said she'd be unloading.
Then again, right? You because you are waking
You
up, so
panic.
you're not fully cognizant of what's happening. So you probably could get away with opening up on them. Like, yo, that's just sick, yo.
It is.
It's just,
It's
you just this world is just
that man took a big chance too.
huge
Let's see
shit.
his face one
I
more
would have
time. Look
beat.
at this guy.
He looked like he sucked on men's toes. He's gonna be very happy in
Look at
prison.
them toe sucking lips.
He can be very
He's gonna
happy
be
in
sucking
prison.
something else if he
Does
gets
he?
in
Does
jail.
that look like a face of regret? That looks like so what? I'll do it again.
Mm.
Come here.
Ugh.
You look like you got good toes. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I don't even think you need a gun on this guy. He could easily just beat the crap, ever living crap out of him.
He probably enjoy that shit. He might. Can you imagine you whipping his ass and he come?
Ugh. That's when you reload.
You hit them and he's like, ooh. He's like, what's going on? Ooh. Oh, I guess there's sick
All
people in
right.
this world. Sick
All right.
people, man.
Check that. Remember how we
Yeah.
spoke about a couple of weeks ago about the MTA was gonna get free buses, and it was like, was it like two in each depot or something like that? Two lines per depot, something like that. They were gonna have. So anyway, there's an update to that right now. It's an update of free public buses that are coming to each of New York City's 5 boroughs. It's supposed to go in effect in October of this year.
Okay.
October of this year. You know what it is?
Nope.
One bus per borough.
Did they say which line?
Not yet. No.
One bus
It's
per
due
bro. So it's
for
basically trying
October.
it out.
Yeah.
Basically
But
trying it out.
what's gonna happen? You get on that bus for free, and then when you get off
They
any bus that you have to transfer to that connects to that bus, people are just gonna go
want
on
to
free,
walk in for free. You say, oh, I
thinking
didn't pay on
I
that
didn't pay in
one.
that
I don't
bus.
have to pay on
Exactly.
this one.
Exactly.
Not understanding that you didn't pay. So the next bus you pay. No, you
Exactly.
don't. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be asking for transfers. Oh, can I get a transfer? You're
Yeah.
not paying. What do you need a transfer for? You pay on the next bus you get to when you get there. You get a
That's
transfer
gonna
from
be
them.
such a
That's going to be.
problem. They do that.
They need to roll that out with commercials way before they started. They need to put out
Like now.
infomercials
They're
and
already talking
posters,
about
and
it. It should start now.
they have to. They
And as
have
soon
to.
as we get to know what buses in each borough, we'll come back and let you guys know. One bus per borough. That is crazy. People are gonna be up in arms now. Why they
Uh-huh.
pick that line? Why does that community get to have that bus for free? What about us? And
Mhm.
it's just gonna go back to
Well, you
everybody
see,
gonna want to ride free.
out in Arizona, they're still free till the end of the year. The passengers won't get off. Wow, fentanyl use on the bus. Wow.
That's crazy.
So where they getting this
What do you
fentanyl
do as a
from?
bus operator when you see that? You put the bus out of service. You see somebody in your bus like that,
You gotta call for. You gotta call
especially if they're
somebody.
fucked up.
Hit the RTT, call medical, somebody, police, medical, have them come get that bird. Because fentanyl's serious, man.
No,
That's some serious stuff. I don't know how they get their hands on that stuff. That stuff is strong as hell. They had me on that when I was in rehab, and I had to tell them, no, take me off of that. I don't care how much pain I was in. I found out that's what killed Prince. I was like, take me off. I don't care. I'll stay in pain.
you figure out a
Yeah.
different way to handle it.
I see you got. Did we talk about the e-mirrors? I must have lost my mind.
About the what?
The e-mirrors.
Oh my God, that's what we were supposed to talk about.
I'm looking at it like, did we talk about that?
We did not. Unreal. This is the main thing we're supposed to talk about. We just skip over the whole fucking shit. Uh, we're like 3 minutes, folks. Anyway, camera mirrors coming to MTA. They're expected to be put up very soon. Inside, basically, uh, because of these things, these are the ideas that come up with the technology for the e-mirrors. That collisions involving bus mirrors accounted for 1,800 collisions in 2022, 25% of all bus collisions. Collisions drive costs through increased maintenance for New York City Transit and legal settlement. In addition, they disrupt service for customers. On average, each collision means 2 lost trips for that bus while maintenance takes place. Bus is exploring e-mirrors as a solution, provides good or better visibility to drivers, leveraging camera footage displayed in the cab, eliminate physical mirror and associated collisions. One of the things I see good with that is that you won't have that problem when it's raining or snow or it frosts and you can't really see the mirror. So I'm just hoping that the what do you call it? The technology will be so good that there won't be no glitches or something like that. Uh, uh,
Here's an added benefit to that too. What on top of what they said, because I remember having a collision with a tree because it was sticking out, and it just took my mirror right off. But um, the you get a clearer path into the bus, especially when you have to come in at an angle. That mirror sticks out like a sore thumb, so you kind of have to compensate you going in. So you can't really get as close to the curb as you want to because of your mirror. Now, without that, you can actually get it as close as you can, unless the bus allows you to. The actual bus, not the mirror, but the actual
Right, right.
bus. But if they're smart, they can also add night vision to those cameras, especially when it comes to like desolate places like you like one of our misfits Booker T said one of his routes is pitch black. So if they can add night vision to that, it'd be even better. You know what I would do honestly is I wouldn't just stop there with just the cameras where your rear view cameras. I would put a full 360 view around the bus
Maybe
and
that
have that
maybe that will be the move later on.
on the dash,
Hmm.
where it's not in your view, but you can have all you have to do is look down and you can see all around your bus and be completely aware of if somebody's standing behind you, somebody's standing on the left, if somebody's standing right, especially when you're making a turn. Like when you make the turn, it should highlight like a highlight should come over. Like you see how we have this box here. Let's say I'm making a right turn, then this box that I'm making a right turn should highlight to let you know, hey, you're making the right turn. This is the mirror you need to be looking at.
Hmm.
So you can be like, okay,
Interesting.
well, that way now you see the curb, you see the side, you make sure nobody's there. I'm guaranteed that that will cut a lot of accidents because people don't understand that that
Mm.
bus, when you turn, the inside, the back of the bus goes inside towards the curb. It doesn't
We're gonna
stay
see
out
that
like
in
that.
some other state or other part of the world before we see it in New York, though, because that's how shit is over here.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. But there could be another problem with that is you get an irate customer and he breaks it as he's walking out, punches or hits something, and right now the bus is out of service because
But
you can't
the
just come and
camera,
put the camera.
the camera or the mirror.
Well, it's the mirror is inside the bus, so they're walking out the door and they
Yeah, I'm
break it.
pretty sure that they will have some kind of protective covering for it
Hopefully, hopefully,
because they can't just put the camera out there like that. That'd be just easy access to
yeah.
theft
Well,
or
according to how the
uh,
picture looks,
yeah,
it
yeah,
looks
that
like
looks cool. It looks
yeah.
nice.
I like it. I like
I
it. I
like
think
it.
I
I
think it'd
like
be
that
very
techno.
helpful.
Yeah, I think it's the sign of the times. I mean, honestly, that'll be a good thing for the operators to have
Perfect for the winter time. Perfect when
less
it's
headache
raining. You
because
always
that
have.
is a headache. It is you have to
But now the
worry about
camera
that
outside,
mirror.
they have to make it in a way so that doesn't get frosted up or dirty when
Yeah,
you're.
I'm sure that the enclosing will keep it um from being frosted or clouded. They have some kind of special coating. Hopefully, it'd be behind bulletproof
Or maybe
material.
heated. Maybe the camera will be
Yeah,
heated. So
it should be heated. I mean,
yeah,
the cars now they have heated mirrors, so
exactly.
they should have all that. All
So
that
fingers
technology should
crossed. Let's hope that happens. It was Blunt. Thank you for reminding me that because it was like the main topic.
Yeah, I thought I was going crazy. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
is
and
he
I
going
have
to
it
do?
here as the first topic to talk about. I don't know where the hell we went with the demands, and I just continued there. But anyway,
Yeah.
thanks again, guys, for joining us. We will be back next week. Catch us next week. We'll have Mr. Whitaker and possibly Miss Lopez. I'm going to hit her up right after the show and see how things are going. Maybe we could have her on. We'll continue talking about this ABA for transit workers. And again, please sign the petition. This is a big deal. And again, we're not asking for money. We just want you to sign the petition and share it. Very
Yeah,
easy.
go right now. Go to change.org, type in ABA for transit workers, and just sign the petition. We ain't asking for the money. They're gonna ask you if you want to donate. If that's what you want to do, is fine. But we're not asking you to donate anything. We just asking for your signature, and we're asking for you to share it to get other
Yeah.
people to sign it. We're
We're
not
not
asking
getting
for no
we're not
money.
getting any cash out of that. We're not getting
Yeah,
any money out of that. So
we're not getting anything out
So
of that.
throw them in again right here. That's it. Change.org, ABA for transit workers. Let's see by next week we could hit 1,000. We're at
Mm.
514
At
assigned.
least
Let's see if
get
we
us to
get
a
1,000.
thousand. At
That'd be great
least
because
go.
Because you read on there said 1,000 signatures petition more likely will be featured recommendations, which it would be
I don't
awesome.
believe that. They say that shit all the
Yeah.
time.
Well,
Yeah,
let's see.
watch.
Let's see, guys. So
Watch
we don't
when if
we
we
don't
hit
need a
1,000,
lot.
it's gonna say, oh, if you hit 1,500, we can feature it. Yeah, they say that shit all the time.
Anyone, narrator,
Mm.
anyone can
Any
sign
yeah,
it.
you don't right. Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
make that clear. You do not have to be a transit employee to sign it. We
No.
just need signatures. The more
Yeah.
signatures, the merrier for us. The better it is for us to bring that fight to TA so they can bring it to the table. Even though it seems to be part of the table discussion now, but the stronger we have in getting it done. So you don't have to be TA. You can get anybody to sign it. You can have all your family members sign it. You can have all your coworkers sign it. You can have everybody that's sweating you sign it. You know, hey, boo boo. Give them a kiss on
Mhm.
the cheek and let them sign it. Anybody can sign it.
So
Anybody
we're
can sign
out.
it. But
So
the
we're
more,
done.
the more, the more, the merrier. The more, the merrier.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next week. And with that said, I'm Broken Pete.
And I'm your boy Blunt.
That's the end of our show.
Fuck him if they can't take a joke.
Next week, bye. See you later.
Later.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.